Hello and welcome to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, I'm going to be attempting something a bit bigger than usual today. I'll come to that in a second. Just a quick mention of the two recent uploads on Patreon. One of my failure to solve the Times Monthly Club Special Cryptic Crossword recently, and another which is the September monthly reward. Certainly for those people who are $2 patrons who are supporting the channel and giving us your money, I think you'll find that this makes it worth it, I hope. An interesting double puzzle themed on the Tour de France, and we have fixed the preamble now, so that's all good. Now, this puzzle, some trepidation here. Simon has not pretended to me that this is easy. I think we know it's going to be difficult, and its ratings on Logic Masters Germany show that. This is by Genomico, and what's going on here is a 6x6x6 puzzle. So we have six 6x6 Sudoku grids. Now, if you're good at maths, you'll know that 6 cubed means there's 216 cells to fill, but there's also 42 circles. That's 258. So this is nearly 3 times the size, no, probably more than 3 times the size of a regular Sudoku grid. Yes, it is. So this is going to take a while, especially as it's not easy. Now, each of these 6x6 grids follows some different Sudoku variant rules. They all follow regular Sudoku rules for 1 to 6, which is that 1 to 6 appears in each row, column, and 3x2 box. But they all have an extra constraint, and the extra constraints relate to numbers that are placed outside the grid, and all of these circles will need to be filled with the numbers that are placed outside the grid, and they will work for both one puzzle looking one way and the other puzzle looking the other way. Now, what are the 6 variant types? They are a difference Sudoku, where the number outside the grid shows the difference between the first 2 cells from that direction. So this 3 shows that these cells either contain 1 and 4, 2 and 5, or 3 and 6. Outside 2 means that the number outside the grid is one of the first 2 numbers. So 5 appears in one of those 2 cells. Next to 6 sum means that in the row or column, so there's not many clues here, but that 5 is saying that the 2 numbers surrounding the 6 in that column add up to 5. So it's adding up the sum of the numbers next to 6. Moving down here, Skyscraper, this is the one you might be familiar with. You have to imagine the numbers in the grid as tower blocks of that size. The clue outside the grid is saying how many tower blocks you would see looking into the grid from that direction. So along this row, there must be an ascent of 3 blocks till the tallest one. But of course, they could be in any position. So you could have a 2 here, a 5 here, and a 6 here. And that would be quite possible as long as the 1 was hidden behind the 2, and the 4 and 3 would therefore be hidden behind the 5. Slightly complex rule, but possibly the one you'll be most familiar. Now, max ascending, where there are no clues outside the grid given already, but obviously 18 to complete in the circles. Now, max ascending, the number in the circle will be looking in again from that direction, the longest string of cells that ascend. So if those 4 cells are ascending, but that one didn't ascend into that one, and this one doesn't ascend into that one, then 4 would be the number. If you had, I suppose if you had 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the maximum ascending would be 1, because there'd only be 1 cell that ascended, in the sense that 1 can ascend. So I hope you understand that. Let me just try one more time to be a bit clearer. So the number here is going to give the, looking at that string of 6 cells, what is the maximum number of them consecutively that are ascending? And finally, first seen odd or even means that for a number outside the grid like that, 3, looking into the grid from that angle, 3 will be the first odd digit. If the digit shown is even, like 2, 2 will be the first even digit looking along there. So that's what we have. I mean, this is, if you like, a very complex set of rules, but this is actually more like a puzzle hunt than a single puzzle, in my opinion. This is something where we're going to tackle them, and they're all probably going to feed information from one to the other, and it has to be tackled as a set, but it's 6 puzzles. So I'm not expecting this to be quick, and I've laid up a drink, I've got a comfortable seat. I think they've finished doing building work in the flat next door, which is good, because earlier in the day there would have been a lot of bumping and banging and sawing and drilling, and I'm really hoping that doesn't happen during this video. Apologies in advance if it does. So all of that said, do have a try if you can on the link below the video. I have no idea how well this is going to work on tablets and phones. Maybe there's no chance on a phone, but if you have a computer or a tablet, it might well work, and do give it a go. I don't believe it'll be a quick one. Anyway, we'll see. Stop moaning about the difficulty, Mark, and see how it is. Let's get cracking. So, it's always very tempting to start with the first one. Okay, there's a 5 difference, so that has to be 6 and 1. That's the maximum and minimum number, and they have a 5. That doesn't tell us much else. The 4 here has to be either 5, 1 or 6, 2. Oh, no, yes, okay, because this box has to be filled with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this is 6, 2, this will be 1, 3, so that this can be 5, 4, and that works fine. If this was 5, 1, this would have to be 4, 6. And this would be 2, 3, and that would break with one of these few digits that's been given to us. So that's not 5, 1, that is 6, 2. This is, what did we say, 1, 3, has to include the 3, and that then is 5, 4. I suppose up here I can see, because these digits have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one of the rows is 1, 2, one of them is 3, 4, and one of them is 5, 6. But I neither know which row is which or the order of them within that. 2, 6, 3, 1 are all looking into this cell, so that's either 4 or 5. But I'm not getting very far. What about these 2 3s? There's just too many possibilities. If either of those are, yeah, okay, so this is a pair that are consecutive, and I can see they can't be 4 or 5, but there's still plenty of other pairs they could be. I don't really know whether we can get much more out of this grid at the moment. This 3 is interesting because it's so middle. This number means that the difference can only be 1, 2, or 3 here, and that's useless. Okay, in this grid, one of the outside 2 numbers is 1, 2, or 3. That's not telling me anything. Oh, look at the 5, 4 disposition. Okay, that means 5, 4 in this box 4 here, must be up there. So this is 5 or 4. And looking into the difference grid, that has only 3 possibilities, and it can't involve a 1. So it must be 2, 6. That is a 4. That doesn't help there because it was one of the choices anyway. But we now get a 5, 4 pair in here. That makes a 5, 4 pair down there. This is a 1, our first number in the grid. This is a 2. I suppose we already had that, but that's in a circle. 2, 6 here and 1, 3 here. That's a 1 because we've got the 4, 5 difference. So 1 is one of those 2 cells. 2 is one of those 2. Pencil marks in the corner mean the places a cell can be in the box. 1, 6 is looking down at that one, so we can place the 2, 6. This one is 4 or 5. Oh look, there's a 2 difference here, and it can't involve 1 or 6. So it could be 2, 4 or 3, 5, and this will have to be the other of 2, 4 or 3, 5. So that one is either 2 or 3. Right, I'm not going to take Simon's call now, sorry. So What else is that telling us? Well, the difference down here is 1 or 2. The difference here is 3 or 4. We don't know there or there. And what is this one? This is skyscraper. Oh yeah, let's remember the important thing about skyscraper is down each row and column of clues there can only be 1 1 because that's where the 6 is sitting. That is the kind of rule of skyscraper. If you're looking in and you see a 6, there will be a 1 clue, and since there's only one clue in each place. Oh, well, that's interesting. If this was a 1, that would put the 6 here. Oh no, look, yes, this is great. Ha, that's nice. One of these has to be a 2. Now, whichever one it is going with a 1 or a 3, and that's creating the 1 here. So I don't know where it is. It's in one of these 2 circles, but I do know that 6 is now in one of those circles. Yeah, I don't even know what the other number in the circle is, but 1 is one of those. 6 is there. Now 6 is in one of these 2 cells. This cannot be a 1, or it would need a 6 here. So that is a 2. And that gives me a 5. And that's the way these kind of grids are likely to interact with each other. Now, what about this 3 that gives me? That means this can't be a 6, or it would have to be a 2. So I can put the 6 in there. That's the 2 clue is now definite. That, whatever that is, 2 is right. The 3 clue, however, 6 has to be in one of these cells now. Look, 6 is in one of those cells, but this is a 4 clue, so that can't be 6 because it couldn't be more than 3 then. So we can take that 6 out and that 1. This is now the 6. Yes, and a 3 clue again cannot allow a 6 there, so that one's gone and that one's gone. We can put in 6 here. We've got all the 6s done in the skyscraper grid. That's the 1. This is not the 1. That means this is the 2, but I don't know whether that's 1 or 3. But I do know the difference is now 3 or 5 between 6 and 1 or 3. How could it be 5? No way. There's no way this could be a 5 because of that 2 and that 6. 4 is the maximum. 1, 3, 5, 6 even would be 4. So 3 that has to be. That fixes the 3 and 1 up there. Now keep going. Come on, come on. 3. No, that's difficult. I don't know how that one's going to work. This one, it could be something ascending to the 4, or there could be a 5 there. What effect have we had up in this grid, in the difference grid? Look, that 4 means this is not 4, 2, so that's 3, 5. So these are 2, 4. That gives me a 2 here. All that tells me there's a 2 in one of those positions, which isn't marvellous. What does it tell me over here? This can't involve the 1 or 3. That's the 5, 6 pair. This is 3 and 1. Here. 3 difference. Must be 2, 5. Yep, must be. So 4, 5. Look at that. I mean, virtually closing in on this grid. 5. Hang on. I got overexcited. No, 6, 5 are already gone in this box. What can these be with a difference of 3? Clearly 4, 1. So 2, 3 are there. That fixes this box. Yes. Yes, all the way. So 6, 5 there. Now, I can't really do these. I'm going to have to get these clues because all of these have proved the pairs, but not which way round they are. And these 1 clues just mean that one of these is 1, 2, and the other is 4, 3. Anyway, down here, this is now a difference of 2. This one's 3. At least they're not impossible. More than they're not impossible. What goes here in this 2 clue with a 6 at the end? 5 has to be the next digit, otherwise you'd get at least 3. That means this 3 is right. That's been done. This one is more than this one to make 3 clue work. the 4 clue, rising to a 6 there, and it can't possibly see that 2. So it's either 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. One of those is definitely the 4 because of that 4. Don't know which. That 2's been done. Here. Does that have to be a 5? No, because 5 could be hidden there. But one of these has to be a 5. Which one? Not that one, or this clue would be a 2. So in fact, that does have to be a 5. That doesn't help much with anything else. This can't be a 5 because then column 4 would have that would be a 4 down there. 5's not there, so it's in one of these two. And what that means is that 5 is here. And that doesn't tell me anything about the... Yes, it does. 4 in row 4 now has to be here. Okay, 4 in this one is down here. It almost has to be there, but no, that is not a given. So I'm just going to pencil mark it instead into those two. This one has to be more than that. This clue is a 1 because that's where the 6 is. Could have done that ages ago. This clue is a 2 because there's a 4 and a 6 and 5 can't interrupt them. Now what are we looking at here? Max ascending. That's not a lot of use. Oh no, wait, that is a lot of use. 1 is a great clue for max ascending. I think I said earlier that it would have to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just want to check that's right. Yes, if you reorder those digits in any way, there would be a 2 ascending sequence. And that means this is a 6. I don't think we're always going to be able to tell one clue from the other opposite ends of this, but that's true. What does that look into? First seen, odd or even? It's not a lot of use yet. Anyway, let's go back to the skyscraper because that was going quite well. Now, this isn't, this could be a 5. In fact, 5 has to be in one of those 2 cells in that box. And in one of these 2, 5 could be there though, yeah. What else can we do here? I just don't know where 4 is there. That would be useful to know. This one must, no, it need not be higher than that one because that one could be 5. Can I not do any more? This is either a 2 or a 3 because of where 5 appears. This one is a 2 because of where 6 appears. That is an absolute definite. This could be 2 or 4. Can't actually be anything else. It depends whether the 5 is there or there, but it has to be 2 or 4. Now, how does that work into this grid? I don't think these 2s are much use. Not even sure 4 would be much use. Okay, let's have another look at this outside 2 grid. See if these things we've got, they're not really helping. Oh, okay, but 5 and 4 there means this is either 4 or 5, and the same here. They don't have to be different. They could both be the same. It's very odd when you're just selecting one of 2 possibilities, which is also going to happen in this bottom right grid. Anyway, it's quite difficult for these to ascend 4 digits, even 4 or 5. Yeah, where does the 1 go in this column? You can't have this lot ascending because they'd either have to begin with the 1 or it would have to be here. So it's not those 4. And if it's these 4, the 1 would have to be at the beginning. So it's these 4 cells that ascend. It can't be 5 because either there'd be a 1 there or they'd start here, which would end up with a 1 there as well. So that is a 4. And it's those 4 that are ascending. And the 1 must be here. So that's 3 or 4, this is 4 or 5, that's 5 or 6. That's surprising. Does that work here? You could have 1 or 2, 4, 5, 6, which is quite constrained. Or it would have to start here. It can't. This time it can't be those 4. And it can't be 5 digits. That is 4 again. But that could be a 1. If it's those 4 digits, that's 1 or 2. Then you get 3, 4, and then 5 or 6. If it's those 4, that's 5, and that's 6. So this is 3 or 6. This is 5, 1 or 2. They're in the kind of overlap of the 2 possible runs of 4. Ah, okay. Now this, is that... Could that be a 4? I suppose it could easily be 1, 2, 3, anything. No, hang on. 6, 5. Ooh, I don't know. There's something going on here. I wish I knew whether this was something 4, 5, 6 or something 4 and then 4 ascenders. Ah, it's intriguing. Okay, let's not forget the other puzzles. Let's have a look at the next to 6 sum. Oh, well, look, we can fill in 6s straight away just because of the geometry. I mean, they would have been easy at the word go. That 3 clue, there's very few clues here, but that 3 means that is a 3 because it's adding up the digits next to 6. There's only 1 in this row. That 5 means those 2 add up to 6, which isn't so helpful. I'm going to put in the possibilities for 1 or 3. Oh, this clue has to be a 3. It has to be exactly the same opposites in this puzzle. So that's a 3, and that means this is a 5. And what's that doing? Oh, this is first seen odd or even. Well, let's have a look at these. Oh, God, I should have looked at this ages ago. Look at these 2 6s. Now, in one case, 1 is the first seen, well, in both cases, 6 is the first seen even digit. Now, that would make you think it's very likely to be in the first 3 cells. But in fact, one of those 6s cannot be in this box. It has to be in this box. So it has to be in one of these cells. And below it have to be 3 odd cells. Oh, yeah. And that can't be here, because if those were 3 odd cells, 1, 3, and 5, that would have to be 1, 3, and 5, and it's clearly not. So the 6 is here. This is 1, 3, and 5 in some order. This is 2, 4, and 6 in an order in which the 6 comes first because of the clue. This is a 2. That doesn't make this a 2. It could be a 2 or an odd number, which is a shame. Stupid selective clues. That's not a 6. Now the same is going to work with 4s. One of these has to be a 4, and it has to be above all odd digits. So this time it has to be this side with 1, 3, 5 over here. And we know that has to be the 3 and that has to be the 1 in the, since these have to be odd and this is looking for the first odd number. This is the 5, and obviously 2 has to be here since those are even numbers on the in column 5. So now we get a 3, 1 here. Now what's this going to be? 1, 3, or 6? No, well, it can't be 1 because it's adding 2 cells. Here we've got 6 and 2. I can fill them in. So this is now either 6 or 3, same as this. Because by Sudoku, it's going to be the same 2 digits either side of these 6s. But they could be 2 and 1, or one of the 2 pairs that adds up to 6. Now, we've just proved along this row this 6 clue's right. It must be the first even digit in one of those cells. 2's in one of those cells. 4's in one of those. I wish that meant we could write in 4's and 2's there, but it doesn't. 5. Yeah, these 2 are fixed, 4 and 2. This can't be 3, this can't be 5, this can't be 1. Oh, but this is now 1, 2, or 5. So this cell is 1, 2, or 5 because of the next to 6 rule, which doesn't help at all. Okay, by the same token, this one is 1, 3, or 4. It's not 4 because 4 is over there in the outside 2 puzzle. So that's not 4, so we can take 1 out of there because they add up to 5. Wow, your mind has to be very agile to be flipping around these puzzles. Now, that one could be 1, 2, 3, or 5, which would be the digit there, which is not very helpful. This cell has to be 1 or 3. I don't think that's really getting anything done. Again, I can do 2, 4, and 6 in their pairs, but that's not very helpful. Although this cell can't be a 6, because in the max ascending, that would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which it cannot do for any number of reasons. So this cell is picking the other number from here, which is either 1 or 3. It can't be 1 because, although you could go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by Sudoku, this clue would be wrong. So that is a 3. And that means this is a 6-3 pair. And this one is a 1, which fixes that triple, which means we get the pairs here. That's a 2-5 pair, which means we have pairs for these cells. Now, that is 1 or 4. Yeah, it could be 1 in theory again, but this clue would be wrong, so it can't be. So that's a 4. Yes, I hope I'm following the right rule. There is one of these odd and one of these even, so they are the selections. Yes, okay. Now, the max ascending, 2 or 5. 5 would be very constrained. Oh, and I'll tell you, oh no, it could be, that would be a 2. So this could ascend all the way up from the 1, 2, it would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the 6 there. But that is possible. I cannot rule that out. Oh, that's frustrating. That's close to a breakthrough. Now, 3 here could be something 5, 6, or it could start here or here. 4, something 4, 5, 6, or something 3, 4, 5. So that one is either a 1, 2, or 5, if I've analysed that right. Oh, well, does the 2 clue sort that out? If this was 3, 4, 5, 6, this would be 1 and 2. It would have to go 2, 1, but that's fine. If this was 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it can't be 3, 4, 5. It can't be these 4 cells, because if that used 4 and 5, and it can't go up to 6 because of that 6, but if it used 4 and 5, it would break that. So I think this has to go 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I've just worked out that that has to be 2, 1 to fulfill the 2 clue. Yeah, I'm confident that's right. That makes this a 3. But I don't know about the 5, 6 pair in column 5. Now, with a 6 there, this has to be a 5. This one is 1 or 2. This is 2 or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. Wow, I've really used these clues quite hard now. And now this can't be something 5, 6. So this is either a run of 3 there or there. Either way, this is more than that one. So this is 3 or 4. It could even be 6, actually. I don't know. Is this 5 possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still possible. You'd get 6 there, 3 there. Oh, I hate grinding to a halt suddenly when I've been doing stuff. Let's keep going though. This is a 1 or a 3, just by Sudoku. I don't know why I'm suddenly looking there. This, yeah, no, we worked out the 2 or 4 from looking that side. What about looking this side? How could it be 4 only if it went through here and hit 6 there? Which is entirely possible. 1 or 2, 2 or 4. Could it only be 2? Yes, I mean, it's impossible to rule out the low numbers really apart from 1. Okay, what about this? I just don't know. Look, 5 is the first odd number from that angle, so this cannot be a 5. So that's the 2 here. That puts the 2 up there. 5 is now in one of those 2 cells, and that one can't be a 2. I suppose 5 could still be here with 1 3 beneath it and 4 6 up here, which is very annoying, but that's fine. Now, what else have we got? This is a 1 3 5 triple, but it's just not telling me much for this. This is now 2 or 5. It can't be 1, so that can't be 1 up there. Still don't know about these pairs being 3 or 6. Oh, come on, where can we go? About this outside 2. So one of these 2 is a 3 now because of that we've got, which doesn't help anything. What about these differences? Okay, yeah, what are they? Yes, since 1 or 2 have to be, 1 and 2 have to be together in one of these rows. One of the rows goes 1 2 4 5 3 6 and leaves a 3, and the other one goes 4 3 6 2 5 1 and leaves a 4. So these are 3 and 4. Yes, beautiful. 3 is over here. So this one cannot be a 3 for the outside 2 clue. So that's a 4 and this is a 3. They have to be different. And that means this one is 3 and 6 and this one is 5 and 1. And suddenly I have finished a box. One puzzle completed, as it were. All of its kind of outside clues as well. I mean, you could finish this puzzle and not know what its outside clues were because they're a choice. But anyway, 4 is in one of those 2. I mean, that gives so little feedback into this puzzle. But 3 is up there somewhere, so 3 is down here. I mean, I suppose one of these is 6. I mean, I can do... Look, both of those pairs is 6 because of the clues at the top. So therefore in box 1, 6 has to be there and forms a 6-2 pair. I should have spotted that before. So again, there's 2 5s that are both up here, 5 clues, and therefore 5 has to be in this pair. And we know exactly where that goes. There with a 3 there. This is 1 4. So this is 1 or 4, and looking into this grid, it's adding 2 cells. So it can't be 1. They must be 1 and 3. That's a 4. Now one of those is 2, and neither of them is 6. So that's a 2-1 pair. This is 6. This is a 6-4 pair. Let's take out the corner mark. One of those is 5, so that sorts out this 4-5 pair. We don't know what these are. What's max ascending? 1 2 3 4, but that cannot be a 4 actually, or a 5, but I mean it could be anything out of 2 or 3. Actually it has to be out of 2 or 3. What about this one? Can't be 4 or 5. 6 won't work for this, nor 1 because of that. So that one's 2 or 3 as well. They can't be the same because they're referring to a different digit in those cells. It'd be nice to know which one was which. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple. So this is 1, 2, or 3. It can't be 1, or this would have to read 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 is one of these, and this cannot be a 6. So it must be 1, 2, or 3. Again, it can't be 1, so it's 2 or 3. That seems a very popular possibility. But it means one of those is 2 or 3. One of these is 1, and that means this isn't a 1. One of those being a 1 makes it all the more likely that that's a 1 and that's a 1, but it is not a conclusion. These have to be 2, 5, and 4. The 1 here contributes to either 3 or 6, but that doesn't resolve it. One of these is a 1, putting a 3 below it, but not really helping. What about this clue? 2, oh no, it could be anything really. Well, it can't be 2 actually. So it could be 4, 6, or 3. Can't be 1. It can't be 1 or 2 because it's adding up 2 digits in that column. 4, 6, or 3, but I mean, I don't think that's solving anything here. Okay, let's get back to this outside 2 puzzle, which was actually doing something. 1, 4. Now, these pairs, 1, 2, 4, 6. I just don't know. 1 is in there somewhere, but I don't know anything about it. 2 is in one of those and 3 is in the other. Does that mean... No, I don't know what row 3 is in. Oh, 2's in that row, so this isn't a 2. That's not a 1. Oh, we've got a 2, 3 pair, so that's a 1. I doubt that that's helping anything, but 6... No, that could be 2, 3 still. What about this number? 4 can't be 2, but it could be 3, 4, or 6, and that's adding up 2 cells, and that's not helping. This one, 5, can't be 1, but it couldn't be here. It can't be 1 or 2 for that. It can't be 4 for this one, so it's 3, 5, or 6, but again, those are all very possible there as far as I can see. Come on, come on. Don't need many more breakthroughs now, but do I have to do it in the max ascending one, which I don't love? Okay, that can't be a 6, so you haven't had more than 2 max ascending till you get to that pair, but then this could be. Still that 5 is mocking me as a possibility. This has to be higher than the 1, then I just don't know. This cell is going to be important. Surely this one's going to help. No, those might resolve the skyscraper puzzle. Have I missed anything yet in the skyscraper puzzle? The 3 clue here, not really. It could easily be a 4 there. In fact, it's absolutely certain, because where does a 4 go in this row? It goes here. That makes that a 4, and that one is not a 4. Sorry if you saw that about half an hour ago and have been getting annoyed with me for not spotting it. I can only solve as I do. A 1, 2, 3 triple in that row. In fact, there's a lot of uncertain 1, 2s, and 3s. The 5s are forming one of 2 patterns there. Is this 2 or 4? I mean, this can still be a 6, which would allow it to be a 4. 6 is in one of these 2. 3, 6, 5. If that was a 6, this would be a 3, because that would have to be a 1 or 2. If that was a 6, this would be 1 or 2. 5, this would definitely be a 2. Only I could get a handle. Oh look, 1 and 4 sitting above a given 4 forever. How sad. Oh, that makes this a 1. This is not a 1, is that? No, it doesn't help. This is still 2 or 3. with a 6, and that doesn't sort that out at all. 5, 4, 1. Oh, where does 2 go up here? Well, what's this? It can't be 2, it can't be 1 or 4, and it can't be 3 because of the, it can't be 2 because of the next to 6 sum. It can't be 1, 3 or 4 because of, they're all gone in this box and the outside too. So it is 5 or 6, and whichever one it is determines that. These two add up to 5 or 6, as they're likely to anyway. I just don't know. This 5, 4. This can just be a 5. If this was a 5, we'd have 4, 6, 5, 1, 3. So this would end in 2, 4, 6, 5 with a 1, 3 beginning. It would have to be a 3 beginning. That would be a 3. 3, 1, 1, 3, 3. I don't know. I can't rule that out. I'm kind of just trying to follow a chain and seeing if that's going to give me something. These are from 2, 3, 6. These are from 1, 2, 3, 6. I mean, that's a very unrestricted set. These are from the outside. So one's, I just don't know. Oh, where is there a clue that will help me? That's 2 or 5. Those, they don't help. I've kind of established that. This is 1, 3 or 5. These are 1, 3 or 6. These could be almost anything. Well, actually, that can only be 1, 3 or 4, but this one has more opportunities. It can be 1, 3, 4 or 5. Five is the first. Okay, because 5's the first scene or digit. That actually can't be 1 or 3. But that doesn't really fix anything. This can still be almost anything there. Oh, it's the clue has to be in this max ascending one, I think. It really has to be. 1 is there or there by Sudoku. Maybe I haven't done enough Sudoku pencil marking in here. 2 has to be in one of those. 6 we know is in one of these. This clue, it can still be 2 or any odd number. But it can't be 1. Can it really be 2? Actually, 2 seems a popular possibility here. 6, no, if that was 6, this would have to be 4. Easily could be. I just feel there's some way. Now here we've got a clue at either end, so maybe this is more useful. So we've ruled out those 3. In fact, we know that it's either those 3 or those 3. And this therefore is lower than that. But either this is lower, so that would have to be 1 or 2. That 2 or 3. That 3 or 4. This wouldn't then be bigger. So you'd have a 5, 6 pair over here. And that would work fine with the 2 clue. But it would give you a 5, 6 pair over here. If it was these 3, 1, 2 or 3, no, 1 or 2, yeah, 1, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, this would be 4 or 5. It's just still possible. You'd probably ascend R. You couldn't ascend there to there to there. Oh, because of this 2 clue, this number cannot fall between these 2. It can't be 6 or 5. It can't be 4 because of that reason. It can't be 3 because that would also mess this up. So this one is 1 or 2. Wow, that's mad. Okay, so now it doesn't have to be lower than this. It nearly has to be 2, 1, 3 or 4, 4 or 5 is possible. In fact, it would have to be 2, 1, 3, 4 because of where they are, 5, 6. So 4, 3, 2, no, 4, 3, 1, 2, 6, 5 works. And the other possibility is that it goes up to there and then down again. 1, 2, this has to be 3, 4, 5 or 6 though. So for that to go down to that, I can't do it in my head. Oh, well, look, there's nowhere for 4 in this box. That's a 1, 2, 3 triple. So 4 has to be here. What's that doing here? That's stopping that 5, finally. That is a 2. 4, down to that. It could go, oh, don't tell me that doesn't give me anything else. 4 is in one of those, but who cares about that? That's 3 or 6. This is 3 or 5. Now, I don't know whether that's 2 or 3. 1. This can't be 6 because that would be 5 and that would break the constraint. So that can't be 6, but one of these could be. Oh, this is so maddening. What about here? This can't be 2. Oh no, it could be. This could be 2 or 3. These are from 1 to 6. I just can't get this broken through. I feel like I'm so close with these numbers. I must be missing something somewhere. I'm sorry. Come on, think again, think again. This is 2, 1, 3 or 5. It can't be 1, it's 2, 3 or 5. That's no use. This could be almost anything. Not a 6, but almost anything else. I mean, this one, I suppose in the skyscraper, that is either 3 or 4. Yeah, starts with 2 numbers before 4. Or maybe that's helpful, or maybe I've just been completely ignoring it. If it was even 3, yeah, you couldn't ascend up to that one. You can't go 1 there, 2 there, 6 there, so it's not there or there. It must be either here or here. So those two ascend, so this isn't a 6. And suddenly I can place 6 in the box, which is nice, maybe. This is now a 4 by just regular Sudoku in the box. This is 1, 2, which I can do, and now I know this number, which is 4, as we go 1, 2, 5, 6. Now we've got a 3, 4 pair here. Suddenly I'm on the roll again. 5 and, not 9, 5 and 6 there. 1, 4, 3. This can't be 5 or 6. There is a 2 here. I think that's saying this can only be a 2. 1, 4 has gone up. Could go up 3, 5, but then it will come down to a 2. Or alternatively, it goes up to something else. Yeah, I'm sure that makes that a 2. Do we know whether this is 3, 4? No. In fact, it could still go either 2, 1, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 6, 5, and that's still fulfilled. Doesn't tell us anything about the 3 and the 4, although, hang on, let's look down the columns. This can't be a 6 anymore. 6, 1, 2, and that one is at least 3, so 3 is the answer. And then it's got to go down from that to that, so this is not a 5, that's a 3. That fixes the top bit, that's 4, 3. 5 here. I hope I haven't made a mistake. I don't know why I'm thinking I suddenly might have, but it just feels like I've reached a bit somewhere here. 5, 2, 6. Please keep working. 1, 3. I am finishing my second puzzle here. 1, 2, 5, 6. Now, let's get these clues right. 2, 3, 6, that's a 3, okay. And here, 1, 4, 6, another 3. Here, in this row, 1, 2, 5, 6 gives us a 4. And in this row, 3, 6, and 2, 4, and 1, 5 give us 2. Right, so in the skyscraper, the 5 now has to be here. That sorts out all the 5s. Let's take out the pencil marks. This has to be less than this to make the 4 work. So 3, 2 there, 1 or 2 there. This one could be anything, 1, 2 or 3. This could be anything, 1, 2 or 3. We've got 3, 1 pair there. This, I don't see how I can disambiguate that. Ah, the 4 in column 1 is here. But everything else can be 1, 2 or 3. These are all inside. How on earth is this ever going to resolve? Have I forgotten a clue? 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. They're all done. 4, so it ascends. 1, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ah, this is 2. So that has to be bigger than this. Is that going to help? Yes, 3, 2 pair. Bingo. 1 there. 3 there. 1 there. Keep going. 2 here. Yeah, 2 here. 3, 1, 3. I love this. 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. This is going to disambiguate. That is brilliant. 1 and 3. And the skyscraper is done. Right, and now we've got all these clues above the max ascending. Are they going to help the outside 2? Oh no, this is a disaster. These can't both be the same. But I've got 1, 4, 6 here. And 1, 2, 5 here. No, 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 no. But it all worked in the skyscraper. How can this have gone wrong? The reason those can't be the same is they're both saying that 3 appears in one of those 2 spaces. Oh no. Is this fixable? I mean, there wasn't a moment when I thought, I did mention I was reaching a bit with the logic at one point, but I did not think it had gone wrong, but something has. 1, 4, 6. 1, 2, 5. How can I swap a couple of digits around in those? Could I swap the 2 1s around? No, because this would need to be a 3 then. What the heck? Please don't tell me it's gone wrong now. Somewhere in these 2 columns, something is wrong. One, 4, 6. Is something else wrong? 2, 1, 6. No, that works. 5, 4, 3, 1, 6. There it is. 2 here. 2, 4, 1, 5. 1, 2, 5, 6. This would be a 1. No, it wouldn't. There's a 3, 4. That's a 2. I mean, that's the sort of way you can make a mistake. This would be a 2. And those would be saying that 2 was the first. You see, that doesn't work for this either, because 2 can't be the first even digit. So maybe the problem is up here in this row. Ooh, but if that's not meant to be a 4, it has to be there if it's a 4. I mean, swapping those 2 round, and I thought I had a problem in these 2 columns, is just not going to fix it. as well as messing up these 3s and 4s down here. Although you, yeah, no, you can't. That has to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Oh no! Look, 1, 3, 4. That's a 3. Okay, I miscounted. So this still works, but what am? Maybe I'm miscounting something here. 1, 4, 6. 1, 2, 5. I don't know. I'm going to cancel those 3s. Maybe if I can get all the way around this and come back into there, I can fix it from the top. It's a long shot, but I'm going to give it a try because I'd love to get this puzzle right. Anyway, first scene, odd or even. So 6, yeah, that's done. 3 here. So that's odd, that's odd. This has to be the first one. That's the 3. So that fixes everything. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, 5. That's a 4. This now has to be a 6, so we get a first scene 5. That does resolve all this. Does it all work though? Let's have a look at that. That's a 1. So 3, 6, 2, 4, 3, 2. They do all work. Coming down here, 5, 2 or 5, 3 or... No, not 3 or 6. That now has to be 6. And because that's adding up those two cells, and that's got to be the same as that, this has to be 6 as well. So these add up to 6. I mean, this could still be 2, 4 or 5, 1. This one is 2 or 5. This one is also 2 or 5. That makes this a 2 or 5. I've got the sword of Damocles hanging over my head with those clues though, but I'm still going to persevere. 2 or 5, 2 or 5, we knew that. 6, I mean, has that not really helped? Oh, this one is now 3 or 2. Oh, well, it can't be 2 because that doesn't work up here. So it is 3. So this is 1 and 2. That makes this a 3, and suddenly we are getting something done here. And as I say that, yes, 5 there. This is 3, 4 or 6. So it now can't be 3 being a 1 and 2. It could be 4 being a 1 and 3, but it can't be 6 because both 5 and 2 have gone. So that is a 4. We get a 1, 3 pair there. That one we don't know. Oh, come on, let it help. 6, 5, 3. That 5, 3. We've done that one. 4 we've done. 3 we've done. This is adding up to 5 or 6. Well, it can't be 3, 2. So if it's 5, it's 1, 4. Or if it's 6, it's 2, 4. Ah, yes, interestingly, that and that add up to 6 as well, because we know that that and that do. So this is 5, 2 or 4. It doesn't sort it out at all. Oh, 1 must be here in this row. It's the only place left for it. Okay, so this isn't 1 and this isn't 4. I've put in the wrong thing, haven't I? Let's take out that 2, 4, 5. This is how these mistakes occur. This is now 2 or 4 by Sudoku. That 1 deduction was still fine. Oh no, it was fine if this can't be 1, but that could be 1. Go back to here. Right, this is 5 or 6, so it could be 1, 4, 1, 5, or 2, 4. And it could be in either order. That's an annoying lot of possibilities. 3 is here somewhere. Oh, come on. 1 or 3. 3, 5, or 6. Could that be 1, 2? This doesn't really matter. There's so little restriction. So my hopes of coming round at this are fading now. 5 or 6 at the top, but I need to know what it is. 1 or 3 there, again. Just don't know. 3, 5 or 6. What's this next to 6? Yes, we got... Oh, come on, Mark. This is so hard. 1 hour. I've just seen it tick over at 1 hour. There we go. 2 or 5. Oh, no, these don't change depending what they are. They could be either alternative. They could both be 2s, both 5s, or different, irritatingly. 1, 2 or 4. 1, 2 or 4. 6, 3, 1, 2. That's 4 or 5. Doesn't mean anything. 3's up there. One of these two is a 2. 2, 4, 6, 1. Oh, look, 2, 5, 6 and a 1, 3 pair. So that is a 4. And that fixes the 2, 3 pair. And that fixes the 5. Oh, I mean, it's painful when your brain is just paralyzed by effort. Those are all 2 or 4. Right, so we've done this 3 clue, we've done this 4 clue, we've done this 4 clue in a way, we've done the 3 clue, we've done the 5 clue. This one is now a 5. This one is a 5. They're not helping me at all. 2, 4 or 5 there. This is a 5, 3 pair. Still, oh, it means 5, 1 is not possible. So this is either a 2, 4 or a 4, 1. Depending what the total is. That one's 3, by the way. Ah, that makes this a 3. That makes this 2, 3. These aren't 3. 5 and 3 up here. 3 has to be there. 5 there. That's not 3. This is a 6, 2 pair. 5, 1, 4. 2 is over here for the outside 2 clue, so that's not 2. Sorry, I'm just hitting the wrong mode. 6 and 2 there. So this is now 2 and 3. This is 1 and 6. Yeah, one of those is 2, one of them is 3, and one of them is going to falsify this clue, and I'm going to cry when I've done everything else and I still can't do that. Right, 2 or 4 there. Have we got any of these? Ah, look, yes, 3, 5 or 6. It's now 5. Right, so that can't be 5. That's a 1, that's a 4. That makes this a 2. Can we finish this puzzle now? 4, 1 and 2 there. Right. No, I was going to say that gives me something. I don't see what it gives me yet. 2 there. Right, 1 and 3, they're sorted. 1 there, that fixes this as 2, 1. I can finally use the 6 clue. 2, 6, 4. Must be 2, 6, 4 over that side as well. 5, 3, 5. And that puzzle is done. But of course, it might be after the mistake. Now, what's this? This is a 5 for that one. And that doesn't help at all in this one. Oh, right, the difference. I've forgotten these difference clues. Difference is 3 here, and it can't be 5, 2, 4, 1, or 6, 3. Well, it has to include a 3. It's 3, 6. Oh, my goodness. How long have these difference clues been sitting here? Please don't tell me. You probably know, and I don't. 4 there, so this can't be 2, 6. Oh, hang on. See, something else has gone wrong here. Okay, right, what's gone wrong is I've just lost my mind. Those do not apply as difference clues into here. They are outside 2 clues. Right, okay. So 4 is there, so that's not 4. 6, 4, 6, 2, 1, 2. Now we get 1, 3 here. We get 5, 4 here. Now these outside clues tell us which way around the 4, 5 go, which those also told us. I mean, this is just deadly pairs here now, isn't it? From here on in. Just take out the corner marks. And I mean, this is all getting jammed up by this 2, 3 problem that I've got down here. What have I done wrong here? Why couldn't I just see it and fix it and move on? That is a 4. Love to just make this 2, 1, 5, 6 and be done. 4, 3, 6, 5. That could be 1, 2 from that perspective, but this one is spoiling it. Or maybe I could reorder the 5s, but that would be madness, I think. I mean, that way absolute lunacy lies. What is the problem here? Six, 3, 6, 2, 4, 1, 5. It would be perfect for this grid if I could just rearrange that 1, 2 as 2, 1 and this one as 1, 2. But that would give a 3 here and a 3 there, and that would both fail in the skyscraper grid. Oh, so frustrating. What has gone wrong? Am I just miscounting something? Is there some bits of this I can just swap over? If that 5, 2 could be swapped, but it would swap every pair here. That 6 has to stay for the 4 clue. Those 4, 6 have to stay. Swapping 4, 5, but you'd have to do it everywhere. Just doesn't work. How about swapping 4, 5 and 3, 6? 4, 5, 3, 1, 6, 2. That would still work for this clue. That's exciting. 6, 3, 2, 4. I mean, that wouldn't work for this because it would give you a 2, 3, 6 triple there. That can't be 3. Oh, so depressing. So close to completion, and it's just gone wrong. Well, sorry about that, folks. Got to the end, couldn't fix it. I'm going to put out this video anyway because you will have been able to see where I went wrong, hopefully, as I did it, and you will know what to fix. I might come back in a minute and show you what I've done wrong, which will be a minute for you and an hour or 2 for me retrying the puzzle on paper or something and finding out what I did wrong. Maybe see you in a moment, but if I do, it'll be very chagrined, I imagine. And hello again. Well, I've gone through the heartache and it is painful. I mean, I should have spotted it somehow at the time. In fact, it was really only by using these clues. I've made an assumption with these digits and these digits. Do you see those equal triples, as it were? Now, apparently, they're just wrong. Look at that. That 3, 4, 5 marking was wrong. Why couldn't it be a 2? And that's an interesting question. I can't think why I had decided it couldn't be a 2. And if I had known that could be a 2, then I would have seen this orientation. 2, 5, 3. And I believe this fulfills all the rules. 1, 3, 4. 2, 4, 5, 6. Here, nothing bigger than 1, 4 or 2, 6. Looking in from this side, we get 1, 6 only, 2, 4 or 1, 6, and 5, 6, and 1, 3, and 2, 4. So that's all fine. Now looking down the columns, we get 1, 3, or 4, 6, and 1, 4, 6. So they are different, which is key. That means we get a 2 here and a 3 here. That allows us to place the 2 and 3. That disambiguates the last pattern, and we are done. And that is the answer to the puzzle. Now, that's obviously a failure for me. It's a close one, but it is a failure. Congratulations if you did this and got it right. I don't quite know, one cell where my pencil marks went wrong, it seems to me, threw me out completely and saddens me greatly. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It doesn't mean this puzzle set was any less brilliant from Genomico. In fact, maybe more brilliant. Again, a defeat. I don't feel that bad, to be honest. I did pretty much, 98% of it fine. And indeed continued round the corner when I'd gone wrong here and got everything right. So that's something, but it's not a lot. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon, maybe in better form on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.